Okay, these are 16 things that you need to build discipline in before you turn 30. Number one, alcohol. Come on. If you can't control yourself around alcohol at 30, it's time. Number two, when you wake up. You got to be able to wake up when you need to wake up. You're an adult now. Number three, your diet. 80% of what you want to be eating should be whole foods, not processed foods. If there's ingredients that you can't pronounce or recognize, that's not a whole food. Number four, your spending. You got to be able to make the call when you're up against something that feels like an impulse buy, or you're just feeling like you should treat yourself because you had a really hard week. You have to be able to say no. Number five, when you need to write a personal note, you need to take the time to write a personal note. It makes a big difference, and a lot of times we just don't do it because we're distracted or we think it's going to take too long. But sometimes for birthdays, for weddings, it makes a huge difference if you take the extra minute to write something thoughtful. Number six, calling your family, calling your parents. It's never convenient, but it makes a world of difference. Number seven, exercise. Your body is only going to become harder to maintain the less you maintain it now. So if you take strides early to maintain it, it's only going to be easier down the line. Number eight, you got to be able to keep your emotions intact. You have to be able to keep an emotional frame. If you want to lead a family or your friends, you need to be the person that stays level-headed when things get a little turbulent. I'm going to pause right here and say, if you have trouble or want to build discipline in any of these things, then DM me on Instagram, discipline. I'll send you a PDF with more. Now, number nine, you got to be disciplined about how you get your fun in, because no one's going to produce the fun for you. You need to be your own agent of fun. Number 10, get disciplined to being alone. If you can't be alone by yourself, that's a problem. You're the most yourself only when you're alone. Number 11, dressing well. And it sounds superficial, but there is a version of yourself in your brain that thinks that you look cool or it would be fun to dress up in certain clothes. Do it for that person. Don't do it for the other people. Number 12, taking care of another living thing. This should probably start with being a plant, but it could be a pet as well. You need to figure out how you actually give love. Number 13, make a discipline of taking photos when you're out. You'd be surprised how many events and years go by and you haven't taken any photos to remember it by. Number 14, cooking for yourself. You'd be surprised the comfort and confidence that comes from when you're able to take care of yourself. Number 15, developing your own taste for music. This is like your soundtrack to your life, the thing that you use to accentuate the emotions you feel. This is your flavor. Develop the taste for it. Have your own style. And number 16, drinking more water. And I'm talking about good water. Don't just go and buy a bunch of Dasani. You want to get mineralized spring water. You'd be shocked at how good you feel afterwards. DM me discipline on Instagram. I'll send you a PDF to help you build better habits for your life and build more discipline to make them.